What's good, everybody? Welcome to the COHSS pregame show. We are here live at Afrocentric High School for the 2020 City League Championship game between Walnut Ridge, the 4A-4-1 from the South Division, and the Linden McKinley Panthers of the North Division. With me, as always, I got my guy, Zach Fleer, the foremost authority in Central Ohio High School basketball. What up, Zach?
Man, it's good to be here. This is like Christmas morning.
Yes.
For City League Hoops, so I'm excited to be here.
And also from Score on Air, my man Ken James. Ken, how you feeling today, man?
Feeling good. Great atmosphere, great game time experience. I'm ready for this one to get started.
Yeah, so let's talk about it, man. Got a couple minutes here. The Linden McKinley Panthers, they haven't won a city championship since 1992. They got it done in the North Division. And Walnut Ridge, man, a team that we've been talking about all year, one of the best teams in the state of Ohio, led by some big-time players, and they're looking to get one. They haven't had one in a while either. Let's talk about it.
1971, last time. That was a team led by Ed Stahl. They actually had several guys from that team that went to North Carolina. They won a state championship in 1971. That was the last time they've done it. They've had some recent struggles in this game. They lost back in 2016, 2015, 2014, and even back in 2012. So lost their last four matchups. They're looking to get the job done. I think they're the favorite. Everyone seems to feel that way, but they got a tough challenge. This Linden McKinley team's not going to lay down.
Ken, let's talk about Linden McKinley, man. We got a chance to see them on our last broadcast, actually winning the North Division. So talk about what they bring to the table and how can they get this job done tonight.
They have to play with that same grit and toughness that I saw them against Beechcroft when they clinched the City League North. Chance Gross, he has to show up. Shamarion Rogers, the small guy that plays bigger, has a big heart, they need him to show up. And I think they'll need some time to shoot from Quinnell Christian as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about Von Cameron Davis, man. He's one of the best players in the state. He was, preseason, a guy that was looked at for Mr. Basketball. He hasn't disappointed, a 2,000-point scorer in his career. Just talk about his development from where he was as a freshman to now and what you expect from him in this city championship game.
He's had an incredible career, and for him, this is his first time in this game. I tweeted out, I remember back in 2017, saw those guys, and I tweeted, if they stay all 4 years, I think Keon Magwood and Von Cameron Davis win at least one City League title. Well, here it is. It's right out in front of them. They got through South. The teams of Eastmore in the past with Tavion Kinsey, those days are over.
Yep.
It's Von Cameron's day now. Just 2 games ago, he became the all-time leading scorer in Division I basketball in Central Ohio. That's an incredible honor. He's a 2,000-point scorer, and he's really developed his game. He was a kid that kind of slow-footed, not very bouncy as a freshman. Everything was on the inside. He's expanded that game out now. He's hitting three-point shots. He's hitting mid-range shots. He can handle the ball. He can drive. He can do just about everything. So for Linden, it's a tough matchup. They really don't have a guy for him. I think if you put Chance Gross at 6'5", like Chance size-wise is a good matchup, but Von Cam's so strong. At the high school level, the way he finishes through contact, it reminds me a little bit of LeBron at the NBA level. Not saying he's LeBron, but it's bodies bounce off of him, and he can just finish through anything and get whatever and one bucket that he wants.
Now let's talk about Chance Gross, man. He's a young man that has a great amount of talent. Absolutely. He's going to be a matchup problem for Walnut Ridge, and they really don't have someone that can, that does what he does. Talk about how he can be impactful and lead his team to a city championship title.
I think scoring-wise and his ball handling ability and the way to create his own shots would be difficult for Walnut Ridge to contain. So I think the loss of L.A. Walker for sure, though, will take Drance to another level. And I think tonight or today, this afternoon, he'll show what type of potential he really does have.
He wants to get some help from Shamarion Rogers as well. And when we talk about Walnut Ridge, Kavion Ross and Keon Magwood, you talked about Magwood a little bit, the football commit to Ball State. And Kavion, who is a football player as well, kind of reopened up his commitment. Yep. We'll talk about that on the broadcast a little bit. But he could be a big factor here as well because they really don't have a matchup for him.
Absolutely. Kavion's kind of the, if you don't have two bodies, Walnut Ridge becomes really tough to defend, tough to stop. I think they got to get Kavion involved. They're at their best when Kavion's getting touches. He's finishing inside. When they go away from Kavion, they seem to struggle offensively. We saw that in the loss to South and Pickerington Central. I think if they get Kavion involved and he has a complete game, I think Walnut Ridge wins and they get their first City League championship in the last 49 years. So it's been a long time coming. and I'm proud of this program. Chuck Jefferson's done a great job, and even Kevin Darthur for Linden Mckinley. First time since '92 they've been here. It's a great environment. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to wrap this up. The game is ready to start. It's the COHSS pregame show. We'll be back at halftime. It's the 270 Hoops Game of the Week, the City League Championship. We'll be back.
Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
All right, guys, for some reason the mic isn't working, so go ahead and turn your mics on, but don't talk.
Both these guys make me look really good as a basketball player. I thank them both for being here with us today. So thank you very much. My introduction of our first team, 2019-20 school year. We'll start to introduce these young people to share more with you all here today. First, for your North Division, All-City first team selection. From Centennial High School, Jaden Simmons. From Linden, Mckinley, Jason Morrow. From Beechcraft, Latham. from Jaden Simmons. And from Linden, Mckinley, Walker. And now your starting South Division All-City first team selection from South High School, Latham. From the epicenter, Early College Unions, Kelly Denver. From Walnut Ridge, the Cameron David. From Briggs Academy, Dominic Foley. From the Walnut Ridge Scots, Kavion Ross.
Welcome to the 2020 City League Championship between Walnut Ridge 4A41 and the Linden McKinley Panthers. Right now what they're doing is, as you can see, they're announcing the first team all-city selections for the South Division and the North Division, and also recognizing some all-time great City League players. Terrell Holcomb from Linden McKinley, who I had the opportunity to watch, who's outstanding, had the finger roll game, and Jawan Moore from Walnut Ridge. I'm here with Zach Fleer, 270 Hoops. You know him. This was great, man. They need to do more of this, I feel.
I like this. I like when you bring some of the great players of the past here, because it gives the kids a chance to see legacy, see the ones that come before them and carry on that tradition. And I think it just adds more to this game. You kind of bring history together and you bring the legends of the past with, the current stars, and it's just good for the city. I like seeing this, and I hope they continue to do stuff like this.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready, man. That was awesome. I like seeing that. I mean, it just brings back memories for me, man. Looking at Terrell Holcomb, me and my friends would go to the Coliseum to watch tournament games. And, he was just one of those guys, man, that got us excited about basketball and City League basketball, and, wanting to grow up and, be like those guys. So that was awesome. Brings back some nostalgia, some memories there, man.
Fortunately for me, I wasn't alive in 1990 or 92 when they were first team selections. So it's been a while, but I would even love to see, some of the guys from the 2000s come back. It'd be cool to see a guy like Drew Lavender coming back here.
Absolutely.
Talking to these guys. We can go back, players like Jared Solinger, J.D. Weatherspoon, Trey Burke, even some of the guys that played at Brookhaven. Wasn't that long ago, but like a guy like Ronnie Williams that led them to the city championship in 2014. I think anytime you can get the, alums of the past over here, it's good for everybody.
Absolutely, man. That was and we need them all. And I like the mixture of not only the guys from the 2000s who are, are recent and fresh in our memory, but go back. I mean, if God willing that these people are still with us, to bring those people together. Because there's still a gap between the 2000s and the 70s, right, and the, and it's been some really great players that come through the City League. So for me as an alum, man, I just love to see when the city comes out like this, you see an awesome crowd. It's going to be jam-packed, a sellout. People were here at 9 in the morning, some say 8 in the morning to get tickets. And that's just what you want to see. So right now we're getting ready for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Again, this is the 270 Hoops game of the week, the City League Championship. The Linden McKinley Panthers versus the Walnut Ridge Scots for 8-4-1. Both of these fan bases are filled up the stands, and we're going to get ready here for the starting lineups.
McKinley starting, Amari Forte. Oh, no, not starting. Okay, these are the non-starters.
Non-starters right now.
My bad.
No, you're good. Yeah.
I forgot that they do this here. There was a woman that was just brought out on a stretcher. It looked like she'd fainted. We just best wishes are with her.
Our thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts
absolutely.
and prayers go out to her and her family, and hope that she's safe and healthy. So.
I like when they give the non-starters their recognition, man.
I do too.
A lot of people talk about the starters, but, without the guys that just pushing you every day in practice and there with you through all the ups and downs, it's definitely a team game.
Yeah, those bench guys matter in a game like last night, against Gahanna and Pickerington Central. Gahanna's bench mob, those guys, they're the reason they're so good. You got guys like Travis Whitaker that comes off and just does his job, plays tough, hard defense. Those guys win games. Jaden Simmons is another sophomore that he could start. He started at Hartley as a freshman last year. Accepts a role as, off the bench guy, and those type of players win games. And I think for Walnut Ridge, they got a couple guys like that. Zion Blevins, Miles Garrett, two young players to keep an eye on. They can come in, provide some offense. For Linden McKinley, they have a couple good bench players. Amari Forte is a junior guard that I'm a pretty big fan of. And then you got LB Towns, who's a sophomore guard. Shot creating ability, can make some offense for you. So both these teams, they have good, quality bench depth. But I think we're going to see the starters a lot tonight.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what Linden's depth looks like if one of their bigs gets in foul trouble, because that's a tough matchup in the front court with Kavion Ross and Von Cameron Davis.
Yeah, it is. And, as a duo, especially two bigs like that, you have to say one of the best in the state, no question.
Yes.
A lot of Walnut Ridge, when they have, difficulties in games, comes from the backcourt. Maybe a Magwood gets in foul trouble.
Yep.
maybe there's some, turnovers in a certain period of the game. But when they're on and clicking, I mean, they are so fun to watch, man, and they can really be explosive.
We saw it in the South game when Keon picked up 2 fouls in the first half. They could not find any offense. They really don't have a distributor when he's off the floor, so that's something to watch too. If he stays out of foul trouble and plays a complete game, I think Walnut Ridge, they're heavily favored. They should win this game, but if foul trouble makes an impact on either side, I see that really swinging the game.
And you know what I want to ask you? Sometimes we see matchups like this where one team is really big and physical, the other team is a little smaller, maybe a little quicker, per man. Do you think it's maybe wise for Linden McKinley maybe to try to push and maybe, get some easy baskets on Walnut Ridge where you can kind of – I know both Kavion and Vaughn are really great athletes. Yeah. You know what I mean? But sometimes
I don't know if they can outrun. I don't know if they can outrun Ridge. I think for Linden, they've won games in the half court in this run. They've won their last 10 City League games. It's been done in the half court. And their last 2 wins against Beechcroft and Northland, they held both teams under 50.
That's true.
I think today their magic number, if they keep Ridge under 50, I think Linden has a shot. Because I just don't know if they have the offensive ability and the firepower outside of Chance Gross to score at these guys if it becomes an up-and-down game.
I mean, I agree. I just wanted to, kind of play a devil's advocate there, because, we see coaches sometimes come out and they, try little different things. They try to exploit some matchups that they may see. So here we go, starting lineups.
Quanell Christian, starting guard, the senior for Linden. He's been really good down the stretch, hitting threes for them. Opposite of him, and there's Zion Blevins receiving the start over Darren Brown, junior, who typically starts. Zion Blevins getting the start there, sophomore guard. Can really shoot it, three-point. He's one of their better three-point shooters on the roster.
So a little coaching strategy out the gate here.
Logan Hudson, senior, starting for Linden McKinley. He's a 4.3 student, one of the top students in his class at Linden McKinley. Great kid. Leon Douglas, junior guard, first-year starter for Walnut Ridge. He's another, offensive firepower weapon for them. Can hit some three-point shots. We got Andre Latham, another senior. He's a great student. He's going to Virginia Tech to study architecture. 6'6". You
How
can see
awesome
him.
Is that, man?
Yeah, it's amazing. There's Keon Magwood, starting guard. Signed, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, to Ball State to play wide receiver. One of the best athletes in the city, in the state,
yes.
And one of the best distributors, too. There's Shamarion Rogers, the junior forward for Linden McKinley. Again, he only stands at about 6'1", but he plays like he's 6'5". I think if he has a good rebounding day and can kind of keep Kavion Ross and Von Cam from dominating the boards, Linden will have their best chance to win. They got to deal with Kavion Ross, though, the senior, recently committed to Tiffin, decommitted, monster tight end on the football gridiron, but very good basketball player as well.
And a huge upside. He's one of those kids. I mean, we've seen him on the football field, but he could be a basketball player too.
Absolutely. I think definitely he's got a couple Division II basketball offers. He could play both. There's Chance Gross, though, for Linden McKinley, the junior wing. Walnut Ridge really doesn't have a matchup for him. They don't really have a wing guard like him. Von Cameron Davis can play on the wing a little bit, but he's still more comfortable around the basket. If Chance Gross has a big game, Linden could win their first city championship in 28 years. It's going to be tough sledding, though. Walnut Ridge, they've won it. These seniors have worked really hard, and we'll see what happens. It's actually interesting. The last game Walnut Ridge played here on this floor was in the City League preview against Northland, the game that they lost, where Von Cameron Davis was defended by a kid in Eldon Boateng, again only about 5'10", but he was a strong, tough, physical post defender. We'll see. I mean, that was a preview game, a lot different from now, but Linden McKinley, don't count these guys out. I feel like a lot of people will think of Walnut Ridge is going to roll into this game. These Linden kids are tough, and I think we're having a great game on tap today.
We are ready for the tip. City League Championship. Here live at Central High School. Brought to you by Score on Air. We are off. Blevins with the 2.
That's a good start for Walnut Ridge. You get Zion Blevins in the game early. Keon Magwood defending the ball. One of the most physical perimeter defenders you're going to find in the area. I think he's going to give. There's a 5-second call forced. Keon Magwood He's ready to play. You can see it in his eyes, and he forces a 5-second call to begin the game. Great start for Walnut Ridge.
Absolutely, and this is what Walnut Ridge wants to do, man. Get off to a good start, a hot start. See if they can kind of impose their will on Linden McKinley.
Defended by Quanell Christian, another senior. I like this matchup. We'll see if Quanell can, and he forces a turnover, throws it out of bounds. Like I said, Linden's not going to back down. It's been 28 years. These kids have been fed the scraps for so long, they're ready to eat. These boys are hungry.
Yes. Walnut Ridge so physically imposing, man. When you look at Von Cameron and Kavion Ross there, see what Linden can do offensively.
Leon Douglas matched up on Chance Gross. There's Quanell Christian, we talked about it. His three-point shooting has been a difference maker. There's another turnover for Walnut Ridge. They seem a little out of control to start off.
As Linden takes the early 3-2 lead. All right, pass over to Quanell Christian.
Near turnover there for Linden. I want to see how their guards, namely Logan Hudson, I want to see how he handles the ball against this pressure from Walnut Ridge.
I mean, Linden, they seem calm, they seem poised.
I think it's a example of, there's Shamarion Rogers again.
Shamarion Rogers with the basket.
He's only 6'1", but he plays so much bigger than that. He understands positioning, he knows how to use his body. He finds the gaps in the defense, and that's how he scored right there.
Linden McKinley with a 5-2 lead. Leon Douglas with the basket. Tough basket, missed the first shot, got his own offensive rebound. Physical inside, got the basket to go.
We played 2 minutes of basketball, and none of the trio of Keon Magwood, Von Cameron Davis, and Kavion Ross have a shot attempt yet. There's active hands for Linden once again.
Logan Hudson.
Logan Hudson hits the baseline jumper and lets him know about it. There's another rebound. Again, still no shot attempts for the Walnut Ridge senior trio.
7-4. Linden McKinley with the early first quarter lead.
These Linden boys aren't going to back down. They're not going to back down. And again, it goes back to preparation. Kevin Darther just put a lot into these guys. Andre Latham, tough rebound, and he's fouled. Linden's the more physical team so far. They're the more physical team so far. They look like they want it more. Again, there had been a lot of talk. Walnut Ridge, their alumni base, fans, they thought they were going to come in here and just roll Linden over. It's not going to happen. So far, Linden's playing some physical basketball.
Basket good. Andre Latham with the free throw, first attempt. Andre Latham
knocks down both. It's a great start for Linden McKinley.
9-4 up early. Kavion Ross catches it down on the post. Misses the short one. Von Cameron Davis.
That's the key right there. Von Cameron Davis is getting offensive rebounds and eating on the glass. Walnut Ridge, they have a great shot to win this game. That's how he gets his offense, and when teams can't keep him off the glass, they seem to really struggle because that's how he thrives, and he's a great high school player. And here we go, Linden McKinley with the ball.
Logan Hudson up top over to Christian. Chance Gross looking to work up top.
Tough rebound, Von Cameron Davis.
Magwood on the push. Magwood.
Another offensive rebound, tough board by Von Cameron Davis. He's starting to impose his will a little bit in this game.
He's such a load down there.
He is, man. He's as tough as a low post, wing, forward, whatever that I've seen in the last 5 years. You can't keep him off the glass. I could see, as this game winds down, he could start to wear Linden out with his just physicality, toughness, motor. He never stops going. That can have an impact down the stretch.
It's going to be imperative for Linden to play, some fundamental basketball, really kind of box out and kind of keep these guys off the glass.
You need a guy like Andre Latham to have a big game. He's got to find a way, get some defensive rebounds. They have to box out and keep Von Cam and Kavion off the glass, or Walnut Ridge is going to eat off them.
And make them work a little bit defensively as well. Chance Gross, he misses a three, and they're online. Just a little off.
Andre Latham with a steal. I like the way he's played so far. He's bringing great energy, defense, and toughness. Linden McKinley calls a timeout. Panthers leading 9-7 with 3:20 to go here in the City League Championship 270 Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Score on Air. We'll take a quick break.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
We are back in play, Linden.
Logan Hudson hits a three. If they can get those secondary guys to start making shots, they're gonna have a chance here. There's another, almost a rebound by Miles Garrett. Logan Rogers gets it, and he's fouled. Oh, they call a carry on Logan Hudson there after the rebound and go. Linden faithful not liking that call very much, but I like the physicality that he's played with so far.
Yeah, he's, like you said, first basket, let him know that he was here, and he's been good defensively, making some plays, getting some steals, and that's what you need in a game like this.
Especially from your seniors, they kind of set the tone for you. If your lesser-known guys are doing that, you're going to get that out of your top-level guys.
Another turnover from Walnut Ridge.
Chance Gross with some great defense there on Von Cameron Davis. He's a good matchup for Von Cam as far as length and size is concerned. Chance stands at about 6'5", almost 6'6". He can give Von Cam some problems. Von Cam's a hell of a lot stronger than he is, so that's something to watch.
But Chance is just as tough.
Chance is so multi-dimensional. He can play every position on the floor and almost defend every position. They need him to show off, his high-level playmaking ability in this matchup.
We got L.B. Towns in the game for Linden.
Rebound, Shamarion Rogers poked out there. Leon.
Von Cameron on the drive. Misses the layup. Latham with the rebound. Stolen by Von Cameron. The basket and a foul.
He's too tough. That boy cannot be denied on the glass. He shows it again there. Rebound and one putback. Not many guys in a high school game that can defend him underneath. He's going to finish through everybody.
And you see how just quick his hands were down there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Fighting for the ball, lost it, get it right back, and a quick shot right up.
The thing with him, while he's not overly explosive, he's got a great second jump. He gets off the ground quicker than most, and that's how he's such a good offensive rebounder.
And he's off to a quick 6-point first quarter. Shamarion Rogers catches it on the wing.
Walnut Ridge has done a great job denying on the interior so far.
Logan Hudson with his second triple, 8 points here in the first quarter.
He's having the game of his life so far. That might be a season high for him already.
15-10, Linden McKinley. And you can feel the Linden McKinley crowd. They have belief, they have hope that they can get their first title since 1992.
Dump it inside. Shamarion Rogers turns it over. He's the first
Everybody's
on the floor.
on the ground.
Possession, Linden McKinley. First to the floor wins. Every game I've seen this season, the first guy to the floor generally gets it. That's what happens there. Linden McKinley gets the gets the jump ball possession. They keep the ball here under their own basket.
Inbound to Latham. LB Towns up top. Over to Hudson. Over to Chance Gross on the wing.
He stripped
Great
there.
defense.
Miles Garrett with the strip. Von Cameron Davis in the open floor. That's a bucket every time. 15-12, under a minute here. Walnut Ridge trailing. Scott's getting a couple poke-out steals here in the last few possessions. Their guys off the ball have been very active, and again, they've done a great job denying the interior. They're making Linden hit a lot of shots from the outside. I don't know if that can continue.
Chance Gross with his first basket.
That shot right there, when he's making that shot, he's unguardable. There's not many wing defenders in the area that can deal with him. And he's fouled there inside. Andre Latham, that's his second foul. He's really the only actual low post interior type player that Linden has. That's going to be a big loss. We'll see if they can kind of recover with him off the floor. He's brought some great energy so far to those guys, and we'll see what type of impact this makes with him off the floor.
Inbounds to Magwood. 18 seconds left in the quarter.
Defended by LB Towns, who's given up about 6 inches to him. Almost forces the turnover. Got to box out. Von Cameron Davis will eat you alive. 2 offensive rebounds. Leon Douglas gets the putback. And after one at the City League Championship, Linden McKinley leads Walnut Ridge 17-14. This is the 270 Hoops Game of the Week, powered by Score on Air.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
We are back to 270 Hoops Game of the Week. City League
Design
Championship.
ideas for t-shirts.
Team 3, Von Cameron Davis knocks it down. We're tied at 17. Again, I mentioned it in the pregame. That's an extension to his game that he's added here in the last couple years. He's becoming, honestly, a reliable knockdown shooter. He's going to have to do that in college, and he's showing the ability to do that so far this season. Finally a paint touch for Linden. They can't convert. Miles Garrett gets the rebound.
Chance Gross starting off a little cold. it doesn't look like he's really pressing anything. Just shots not falling for him early.
Another offensive rebound, Von Cameron Davis. He is a load to keep off the glass underneath. It's his 4th offensive rebound already tonight. I get the feeling he's not going to let his team lose today. You're seeing it. He's playing with urgency, toughness. He's everywhere on the glass. And again, if you don't put a body on him, he's going to kill you. He's going to get that ball every single time.
Makes the first. I mean, he really is just a scoring machine.
He is. He's in the high school level. He is relentless. He's unstoppable. And he should honestly get a lot of Mr. Basketball votes for the numbers that he's putting up this year, averaging close to 30 points a game. If he wins the city championship for the first time since '71, I mean, the kid deserves it. He's got the numbers to prove it as well. Amari Forte, Shamar Rogers actually fouled there by Miles Garrett. Garrett's bringing great energy so far to this game. Off the bench, he's another, spark reserve player for these Scots.
He can do a lot of different things, offensively and defensively. Kind of handle some of that weight in the backcourt.
He's been all over the place too. Started his career.
A steal by Von Cameron.
Von Cameron with the steal.
Matt Wood on the push. Maybe got away with a little carry there. Loose ball ends up in the hand of Von Cameron.
There's the tip in. Kavion Ross, again, offensive rebounds. It's going to be the key in this game. Walnut Ridge is dominating on the glass, and that's how they're getting most of their points so far.
And that's Kavion's first basket.
You got to get him involved. He's such an unstoppable force at the high school level. If you can get both him and Von Cam active, they're going to win this game.
Walnut Ridge has taken the lead, 21-17. On a little bit of a run here.
Shamarion Rogers picks up his 3rd foul. That's huge for Linden Mckinley. He's their best rebounder. They're going to pump it inside. Andre Latham's got 2 fouls already. Man, I don't know if Linden has the bodies to deal with Kavion and Von Cam. Chuck Jefferson's on the sideline saying, dump it inside. They want to get those guys in foul trouble.
I mean, Linden McKinley's only real chance is, again, to force some turnovers and get some easy baskets.
It's a great box out there by L.B. Towns getting the rebound.
Yes.
He's only about 5'4". He cleared out some space, got a big board for them. It's their first defensive rebound in the last 3 possessions.
Linden McKinley really needs a basket here.
Quanell Christian with the spin score. It's a big bucket for Linden.
21-19. Linden McKinley climbs back to within 2.
Unstoppable.
Von Cameron Davis.
He's unstoppable. This could be a game where Von Cameron gets 40 and Walnut Ridge wins its first city title. I'm feeling it.
I was going to give him 10 more, maybe 50 burger. He's on that kind of roll right now.
There's the carry called on Quanell Christian. Walnut Ridge starting to settle in right now. Getting the wind under their sails. The pregame, early game jitters are gone. These guys are going to work. Von Cameron Davis is starting to pose as well and dominate. 23-19 lead here.
And he's got 15 big points.
9-2 run to begin the second quarter.
Miles Garrett bringing the ball up. Von Cameron Davis for 3.
Unstoppable. He is unstoppable. He's got 18 points, hits the 3, 26-19 lead, 5 minutes to go. Walnut Ridge is playing some ball right now. The Scots look great.
Playing like the best team in the City League.
Yep.
And one of the top teams in the state of Ohio. Andre Latham with a big basket.
Turnaround jumper off the glass. That's a big bucket for Linden. They need to stop right here, and they got to get some defensive rebounds. LB Towns got one, but Walnut Ridge has been eating there. There's a carry.
Got a carry on Magwood there. Turnover. Zach, let me ask you, man. What can Linden McKinley do to try to handle Von Cameron Davis, man? Can we look at a double? I mean, I know there's other players that can beat you, but right now he's on a tear. How can you try to just slow him down?
Double him? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if they have the bodies to do it, honestly. Not many teams do. And the thing is, if you put Chance Gross on him, Chance is a decent matchup, but you need Chance's offensive abilities too. And if he's tired, and we saw it in the last South matchup, Ramon Spears, he brought in his two big boys to deal with those guys.
Absolutely.
He let Marcus Johnson guard one of the wings on the perimeter. Marcus then had energy for the offensive end. Chance Groves, due to attrition, he's having to guard Von Cam right now, and it's probably expending a lot of energy out of him.
And it looked like Coach Dethert is going to the bench to try to steal some minutes here. Kavion Ross with a big basket.
Tough bucket for Ross. 28-21 lead, 4 minutes to go here in the period. Walnut Ridge is playing some great ball. They seem to like they got Linden on their heels a little bit.
Kavion Ross with the rebound. Magwood on the push. Turnover.
For the best coverage of Central Ohio high school basketball, choose none other than 270 Hoops. 270 Hoops, you can find live broadcasts every Friday, scouting reports, game articles, stat standing scores, and everything in between. 270hoops.com. There's some sloppy play there. Over and back called on Leon Douglas. Linden McKinley will take possession, trailing by 7, 3:17 to go here in the half.
That was big. I mean, Linden needs something to really, get their spirit back within the game, get this crowd back into the game. 3 minutes left until a halftime. Let's see if Linden can go on a little bit of a run here, maybe a 4-0 run, kind of get their confidence back and get prepared for the second half.
You need a Chance Gross bucket. I think that's what gets it. Walnut Ridge sending two bodies his way.
LB Towns on the drive. Couldn't get it to go.
Tough board by Von Cam. Great pass ahead. And one.
Kavion Ross with his third basket. And the continuation.
He's hooping. When you get him involved, these boys are tough to stop. There's a 9-point lead. Chance for Walnut Ridge to extend the lead to double digits here with 2:54 to go in the half. Again, the Scots just seem like they're falling into a rhythm right now. They got control of the game. Their bigs are imposing their will. They're putting Linden in foul trouble. They only have 3 team fouls so far in this half. They played clean defense and really kept Linden from going on the interior.
Kavion Ross finishes the 3-point play.
10-point lead, 31-21.
We got a timeout with 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And look, I'm an alum of the Ohio Media School, and if you're watching this broadcast right now, Score on Air is it's a big part of what they do at the Ohio Media School. Sports is a big part of everybody's life, and you know, you want to be in front of the camera like I am with my man Zach Fleer over here, or if you want to be behind the camera, which at the Ohio Media School, it can provide you with a new lease on life, man. Something you can really get passionate about and, you know, change your career.
You can literally do everything, too. I mean, with the school, it's not just being on air talking about the game. It's putting the broadcast on. There's probably 20 people a part of this broadcast right now, from guys running cameras on the baseline to guys running cameras in the crowd to guys doing things on the control panel.
Yes.
Every single part of these broadcasts, this is not easy. These guys get here 3-4 hours ahead of the game time to get all this set up, to get it up and running. It's an intricate operation, and you can learn all the keys to that trade at the Ohio Media School and through Score on Air.
Make sure you check that out. All right, man, Linden McKinley, man, they need something good to happen. But look, Walnut Ridge, man, I mean, we knew that they wanted this moment. They waited for this moment.
I think outside of more than just scoring for Linden, they got to find a way to stop them. I said in the pregame, the magic number for them is 50. If Walnut Ridge scores 50, it's over.
And they already have 31
They
right
got
here.
31 already, so that's tough sledding in the last 2 quarters. Von Cameron Davis forces the travel, showing great defense there on the perimeter. That's a good sign for him because Chance Gross, talent-wise, size-wise, he's what you see at the Division I level, especially in the MAC. For Von Cameron Davis, he's going to Kent State. He's going to have to guard guys like that on the perimeter, showing the signs there. It looks great to see. He's really developed his game. He's a true wing. He's going to be able to play the 3 for them, even the 4. There's another inside bucket. Again, when they get Kavion Ross involved, they don't have anyone that can stop them on the inside. And with Linden's foul trouble, they don't have anybody. This could get ugly in the second half if it keeps trending the way it has.
And he has 9 now, Kavion Ross does. (33-21). 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Good save there.
This is the first bit of adversity that Linden's faced in a City League game in the last 10 games. We'll see how they respond. It's another board. Von Cameron Davis has close to 10 rebounds already. Alley-oop time. Almost. They still get the bucket. 35-21, 1:40 to go here in the half. Keon Magwood with the dime pass
To Kavion Ross.
Who's a tight end. He can go up and get it. He shows you the skills right there.
And the 4-8-4-1 crowd really starting to feel it right now.
Another board. Everything's one and done possessions for Linden right now. They're getting 0 offensive rebounds. They have a small lineup. They don't have anyone for these bigs for Walnut Ridge.
Von Cameron missed there. Linden McKinley on the push. Logan Hudson gets it over to LB Towns. Linden McKinley they're really searching right now. LB Towns with the basket.
Tough bucket for LB Towns. They got to find a way. Walnut Ridge going for 1 shot here. 48 seconds to go in the half. Linden has to find a way to get a stop, get a bucket, find a way to get this to 10 or 9 points. If Walnut Ridge comes out of the half with a 14 to 15 point lead, I don't see them losing that.
Von Cameron Davis, the bucket and the foul, going to the line for another and 1.
He's making a Mr. Basketball case right now. This is a Mr. Basketball type moment. Every single guy who wins that award recently has this type of moment. I think for Von Cam, this could be his moment.
As I like to call him, VCD.
$22 points. And there's a steal by Leon Douglas.
And the basket.
It's a 17-point lead now. This is going to be tough for Linden. I don't know if they have what it takes here in the second half.
Foul there.
That's the 15th foul for Walnut Ridge. They've done a great job defending without fouling. They've kept everything out of the interior, and they've dominated the defensive glass. All those things are contributing to this 17-point lead. And then with Von Cameron Davis, he's got 22 points. Linden has 23. When that happens, it's going to be tough to win.
Yeah. Good thing for Linden McKinley is they get a second half. They'll try to go into halftime and regroup. See if they can coach the guys up. See if he can, come up with a game plan to kind of slow Von Cameron down. But he's rolling right now. He's rolling. Ten seconds remaining. 40-23, Walnut Ridge. Chance Gross catches on the wing. 4 seconds. 3, 2. And as we come to halftime, the 4841 Livingston Avenue. The Walnut Red Scots, led by Von Cameron Davis, having an awesome first half. They get serenaded by their crowd on the way to the locker room. 40-23 over Linden McKinley. I'm Derek Owens, man, from my man Zach Fleer. It's the 270 Hooters Game of the Week, the City League Championship. We're going to take the break for halftime, man, and get ready for the COHSS halftime show. We'll be back with you. We'll talk about some more of the first half of the game, and we'll be right back.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kara Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Welcome to the COHSS pregame show. I'm Derek Owens Jr. Got my man Zach Flair with me from 270 Hoops. Ken James from Score on Air. Well, it's kind of what we thought could happen. 40-23, Walnut Ridge is on top of Linden Mckinley here in the city championship game. Von Cameron Davis, man, he's playing like Mr. Basketball.
Mr. Basketball, he's having his moment right now. Every year, Mr. Basketball has a moment. Caleb Weston won it in 2017. His moment, 49 points against Westerville South, or against Upper Arlington in a regular season game, won the state the year before. Von Camp's having that moment right now. 22 points, 10 rebounds at the half. He might get 40 and 20. If he gets 40 and 20, lights out. And for Linden McKinley, it is a strong start. Walnut Ridge 26-6 second quarter. That made the difference. Shamarion Rogers picked up his third foul. They had nobody for Von Cam inside, and that's been the difference so far.
Chance Gross, he's not had a game that he would like to have, but he got a second half. What can he
got
do?
a whole second half. He's kind of off early in that first, and it's been a game of spurts.
Yep.
Linden came out first. Logan Hudson came out on fire, hit a couple big-time shots, and then from the end of the first quarter all the way to halftime, Walnut Ridge just obliterated them on the board. Second chance points was a big-time reason Walnut Ridge went on that 26-6 run that Adam was talking about.
Absolutely, yes. But I just feel like this moment is what Walnut Ridge. I mean, we on social media, man. We've seen it, the passion, how bad they really want this. Like you said, they have lost 4 of these games. They really want this. We haven't had anything from Keon Magwood yet. He's had some turnovers, but he's still so aggressive defensively, getting steals, pushing the ball, and getting easy buckets for Von Cam and Kavion Ross. Kavion Ross had a big second quarter, 9 points there. And again, man, for Linden, I just feel like what can they do? Should they start to double Von Cameron? Take some chances, take some risks. Maybe let somebody else beat them.
I don't know what they can do. They don't have anybody for Von Cameron Davis. Not many people do. Yeah, you could double him, but they're just going to move the ball. They're going to get Kavion Ross a mismatch inside. So I don't know. I mean, I think they got to find a way to slow the game down. Maybe you go and do a zone defense. Maybe try and play some pack line if you have it in your repertoire to keep the ball from the interior. But I just don't think they have the bodies to do it. They're down 17 points. They need Chance Gross. He's got to come out and have 20 in this half if they want to have a chance. Otherwise, it's going to be tough sledding with him. With that foul trouble, he had to defend Von Cam for most of that second quarter, probably using a lot of his energy. So it's going to be a tough second half. I think Walnut Ridge, first time in 49 years, they're going to be City League champs at the end of this game.
I agree. This is the COHSS halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back with the broadcast. And We'll see if Walnut Ridge can finish this off. We'll be back.
Good.
You have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
All right, we are back. Chance Gross bringing the ball up. Linden Mckinley looking to get some early basket carry, get back in the game. This is the 270 Hoops game of the week, the City League Championship. Linden Mckinley versus Walnut Ridge. 40-23 to halftime lead. Derek Owens here with Zach Fleer. Chance Gross with a tough bucket.
Tough bucket for Chance. He needed that. Kind of get the wind under his sails, get some confidence. If Linden can get the game to about an 8-point deficit by the 5-minute mark, they'll have a shot. But, you know, if I'm on Ridge, I keep going to Von Cameron Davis. You got to feed him. Again, I think he can get a chance for maybe 40 and 20.
Magwood with a runner there. Gets his first basket of the game, 42-25. Chance Gross working on Leon Douglas up top. Underneath the Latham. We got an open shot there from three.
Keon Magwood looks like he pulled his hamstring or something there. He's injured.
He ran over to the bench.
It looked like he pulled his hamstring a little bit.
I see him holding his foot too.
Gotta wonder.
Maybe a cramp, hopefully.
Hopefully a cramp. You hate to see him go out because he's really the only distributor for the Scots. There's aggressive Darren Brown getting to the basket.
Just taking a look at him. It looked like maybe just a cramp. Darren Brown at the line. Misses the first. Man, shout out to everybody that came out to the City League Championship today, man. I mean, it's jam-packed. Darren Brown misses the second. Knocked out of bounds by Linden. Walnut Ridge will retain possession. Shout out to City League legends, man. See Tyhan Johnson over in the corner. George Reese over in the corner. Leon Douglas.
Another bucket, Von Cameron Davis.
Von Cameron Davis, 44-28 is the lead. 24
points, 10 rebounds for the senior. Dominant
Double.
game. Good look there by Chance Gross.
Von Cam picks up the foul. Shamarion Rogers will go to the line for 2.
It's his second foul. He's a senior. He'll be smart. I don't see him picking up a third here in this quarter. But if he does,
to make things interesting,
that could open the door a little bit with Magwood out with the cramp right now. You know, this is the prime opportunity for Linden. They got to hit their free throws, take advantage of every single little opportunity that you have to get back in this game.
Marshawn Mankin enters the game. I seen he was at a banquet for all the top football players in the state, man.
On a Tiffin, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Such a great look for these young men.
Anytime these guys can get to college, get anywhere, even like trade school to the next level, you love to see it. There's a lot of talent in the City League, and, you know, we like to recognize those guys any chance we get.
Kavion Ross on the post basket. Does Linden have one more push, one more spurt to try to get back in this game?
I think they do. They're not going to lay down and die. They just got to take care of the ball. There's a foul there. Shamarion Rogers, that's the difference maker for them. When he's in the game, they're a totally different team. When he went out with his third foul, the wheels fell off the wagon. If he's in the game, they have a shot to at least keep it competitive because he can rebound, he can draw contact inside. You know, you got fouls, back-to-back possessions on Kavion Ross and Von Cameron Davis. Luckily for Walnut Ridge, they're not in foul trouble.
Right.
That's Kavion's first foul, but Shamarion's the difference maker for Linden.
Makes the first.
When they beat Beechcroft, that was the key. He hit 10 free throws in that game. Was getting to the line. Did a great job on Amani Lyles, who's first team All-City from Beechcroft. He's a difference maker. He can't pick up a fourth foul. He's got to stay foul-free. It's just when you're going up against that front court, that's a lot easier said than done.
Makes the second. Shout out to Burrs, handing out some
free drink coupons from Raising Cane's.
I love a lemonade from Raising Cane's.
Logan Rogers forces a turnover on Leon Rogers there. He was kind of the spark plug, at least emotionally, for them in the first quarter. Want to see if he can find a way to get involved here in the second half.
And he doesn't have to go crazy, just, you know, some timely baskets, which is what he did in the first half, making 2 threes and having 8 points. A 15-point lead here. Chance grows for 3.
There's Andre Latham, too, another guy. He went out with foul trouble. They lost those second chance opportunities and rebounds like he just had there. They need their front court to stay healthy and, you know, stay out of foul trouble.
Shamarion Rogers with another basket. And he's been the guy that's been leading them in this second half. Right now up to 7 points, 46-33. Linden McKinley trying to mount a comeback.
Marshawn Mankins gets the offensive rebound. Put back. Timeout, Walnut Ridge. Scott's leading 48-33. 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. This is the 270 Hoops Game of the Week City League Championship presented by Score on Air.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
All right, we are back. 48-33, Walnut Ridge on top, 15-point lead. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. It's just the size, man. You know, it's just the size of Walnut Ridge. Kavion's such a big body. Even when you bring in Marshawn Mankins, man, he's not the tallest guy, but he's a football player.
Another all-state football guy.
Right.
Like, you're bringing in one of the best defenders that there was in Central Ohio last year. So they have the bodies, and again, even a guy like Miles Garrett and Keon Magwood, even their small guys are still physical and strong. So They're just a physically imposing team, and that's why they've been so successful this year.
Chance Rose being harassed by Mankins. Big shot by Andre Latham.
He's played a great game so far.
He really has, man, yes.
Been confident offensively. He's got some hustle plays, key offensive rebounds. He's a good, size-wise, good matchup for Kavion Ross.
Magwood returns to the game. Miles Garrett travel, turnover, 48-35. And you can hear the crowd. They want to believe. They want some hope, man. They want to get this game to the fourth quarter with an opportunity to get back in it. And this is their shot right here.
It's been 28 years for these guys, man. It's been a long time since they've been here. They won it. The community's behind them.
L.B. Towns enters the game. And a turnover.
Another board, another rebound. 26 points, 11 rebounds for Von Cameron Davis.
As they extend it back to a 15-point lead, and now they apply some pressure. They bring some pressure, bring a trap, and a steal.
Hustle play by Shamarion Rogers, gets back into play.
Now they haven't shown this the whole game. This type of pressure here. And you just get the feeling, that Walnut Ridge right now, they feel like, hey, before Linden can make this run, let's try to go ahead and get this game out of reach. Magwood on the tough basket, the tough drive. He gets two.
17-point game now. Scott's unleashing the pressure right now. Tough shot, Shamarion Rogers, 15-point game. Linden's got to find a way. They got to get this to at least 9 here before the end of the quarter. Otherwise, I think Walnut Ridge, they roll here in the fourth quarter. There's the magic number. I said 50. They got 52 now.
Yep.
Linden hasn't scored in the 50s in their last couple big wins against Northland and Beechcroft. In order to do it today, they're going to have to.
Marshawn Mankins with the pass over to Von Cameron on the wing. Marshawn Mankins with the basket. He's got 4 on the game.
I like what he's applied, the energy he's brought here in this second half.
Yes.
He's a guy, he's got sporadic playing time. Some games he's played a lot, some games he's played very little. If he can give you that, though, that type of energy off the bench, it'll really help you. Here we go. Panthers down 17, 1:55 to go.
Got about a minute 40 here left in the third quarter.
Bang time. Oh.
Kind of a late call there.
Really late. Kavion had tripped, lost the ball. Andre Latham picked it up before they blew the whistle. "17-point game, 1:39 to go.
Inbounds to Von Cameron Davis. Looking for Ross.
Good kick out.
Miles Garrett with his first basket of the game.
What I like about this quarter is everybody's getting involved. You've seen buckets from Mankins, from Magwood, from Garrett, from Davis, from Ross. Everybody's getting touches right now, and they're rolling.
And I think they really did it on the defensive end. They started having a lot of turnovers. They started getting out on the break, getting some easy transition baskets as well.
Shamarion Rogers with the tip slam.
Okay.
You like to see that for Linden. Gives them some energy here in the last minute of the quarter. We'll see if that can apply on the defensive end, if they can start to get some stops.
The crowd got back in it.
And he was fouled there, too, so that's an and one tip slam. Have a chance, cut it to 16 points here.
It was a slam dunk back in '92, man, that elevated Linden to a big-time comeback and win. So we'll see what the emotion does, what the passion does for the basketball team here. Got the energy back in the building a little bit as he finishes the three-point play, Shamorion Rogers.
He's been the key for them.
Tavion Ross over to Magwood. Magwood directing traffic. Linden trying to bow up on defense. 40 seconds remaining.
Too easy.
It's too much Von Cameron Davis.
It's too easy. That's a grown man right there. Tavion Ross with the emphatic block.
What an athlete, man.
He cleaned that up.
Magwood from deep, good to get it go. 7 seconds remaining. Linden needs to get a quick shot here. 3, 2, 1. (58-40), an 18-point lead for the 4-8-4-1 Walnut Ridge Scots. 1 quarter away, 8 minutes from the first City League championship since 1971.
It's right there for them. It is right there for them. They haven't faced the adversity that they faced against those Northland teams back in 2016, 2015, against Brookhaven in 2014. All those games were low scoring. You know, they struggled offensively in those games. Today, it's up and down. Von Cameron Davis is getting whatever he wants inside, but really the whole team is bought in. They're involved right now.
Yes.
Miles Garrett, a couple good plays in the third quarter. Marshawn Mankins came off the bench, gave them great two-way energy. They got a deep squad, and they're extremely physical, like we mentioned. They got so many guys that, you know, Division I, Division II football players, just physical, tough. I mean, it's tough. When you have all those bodies and you're a team like Linden without a true post threat and limited firepower and size off the bench, makes these guys really tough to stop.
And you guys don't go anywhere, man. When the game is over, regardless of who wins, you want to stick with us. It'll be the COHSS post-game show. We're going to talk with players, coaches.
We'll have the pregame celebrations too, cutting down the nets, getting the trophy, all that stuff will be live here on the broadcast. It's a great environment, great scene, and it looks like it's going to be Walnut Ridge's to take right now.
As we start the fourth quarter. It's been Von Cameron Davis all afternoon.
Too tough.
long.
That's 30. 30 points, 11 rebounds, 7:40 to go. He's got half the scoring for the Scots, dominating. If I had to vote right now, he might be Mr. Basketball.
Chance Gross on the other end with a basket.
I think the only other guy in the area that could challenge for District Player of the Year, Mr. Basketball, could be Sean Jones from Gahanna. Those two would be my top 2 picks here in Central Ohio.
Absolutely.
Von Cam making a great case so far today.
Got a turnover. Linden on the push. L.B. Towns over to Shamorion Rogers. Short. Miles Garrett on the push. Von Cameron Davis with the throwdown as he raises the roof. 32 points. As Zach just mentioned, a contender for Mr. Basketball, Shamorion Rogers with the basket.
And with the way this game is trending right now as far as tempo is concerned, he's going to get 40. It's up and down. It favors what he does. And Chance Gross, again, I mean, he's long, he's wiry. He's just, I don't know if he's strong enough to deal with Von Cameron's side.
Miles Garrett with a nice basket. 4 points for Garrett. And the Walnut Ridge crowd starting to feel it. Chance Gross misses a three. Von Cameron on the run out. Von Cameron Davis with another.
34. He is dominating. 34 points, 11 rebounds. The Kent State signee. He's the best senior in Central Ohio. Might be Mr. Basketball, folks. It's happening.
Magwood on the run out. They went for the show-stopping play. Got a turnover. Chance Gross pulls up from three. Gets that one to go. We go up to a timeout here. 66-47 here at the city championship game. And look, for all your apparel, if you need apparel, you want to check out Mojo Sports Gear. Okay, any kind of embroidering, printing, T-shirts, polos, sweatshirts, they can do it all for you. Hats, you want to get a logo for your brand, you want to check out Mojo Sports Gear. They even got me looking good, man. Got my logo up here on the shirt. So you definitely want to check those guys out. They can pretty much put whatever you need on whatever you want. So
I've covered a lot of City League championship games going all the way back to 2013. Von Cameron Davis's 34 points are the most I've seen in a city championship game. Second highest was Seth Towns his senior year, 31 points for Northland as they knocked off Walnut Ridge. Von Cameron Davis has passed that here in the last two possessions.
A machine, Von Cam.
Absolute scoring machine.
Hashtag VCD.
He's so physical, so tough, so imposing. One of the best high school players that I've covered here in the last 7 years. He's in that top 5.
Tavion Ross with the basket. Linden, man, they never just really could, they had the super strong start. And like you said, once Walnut Ridge kind of found their groove and settled in.
Really was when Shamarion Rogers picked up that third foul in the second quarter. Whole game changed. That 26-6 period, a lot of that was on the glass, on the interior. Linden just didn't have the bodies for Von Cam or Kavion Ross, and that ended up being the difference.
As we come up on the 4-minute mark, I just want you to take a little bit of time to talk about just what kind of season it's been for Linden. Them having the opportunity to play in this game, it's really been special. The Linden crowd, the family came out. It's been awesome. And, they put in the work all season. They won, what you said, like 10 City League games in a row?
10 City League games in a row. They'd started off, I believe they were 2-2 in league play. They rattled off 10 straight wins. First City League North title since 1992. It's been a long time coming for this program. And even, you go back 7 or 8 years, they were a winless program. They were bottom of the barrel in the City League North. Jeremy Stufall, who was the coach previous to Kevin Darthard, started to build somewhat of a winning program, had those guys believing, had really the whole community starting to get involved. He moved on. He's still a teacher at Linden McKinley. Kevin Darthard took over before last season. They had some bumps and bruises last year, but they really bought in this year, and that's been the difference for them from Chance Gross all the way down to the 15th man. These guys believe in the program. They have some great students. There's a lot of good things happening at Linden right now. And with Coach Darthard being a former college player, college coach, he's brought somewhat of a professional college-type feel to this program, done a lot with film study, preparation, all of that stuff. It's really enhanced this program. And, to even be here, they're not going to win this game, but this experience for these kids is going to be great.
Absolutely.
Because when you look at this roster, most of their guys will be back next year. They got a lot of juniors, a couple sophomores, so future's still bright for Linden basketball.
Leon Douglas on the basket. as we look forward, the Walnut Red Scots, man, head into the Central District playoff tournament, the state championship playoffs. Just talk about, you know, how far can they go, in your opinion?
They can go as far as they want. They can go to state. They can win a district. They can win the region. They have the pieces to do it. And again, in this area right now, we talked about there being 6 elite teams. That's still true. When you start at the top, you have Gahanna, you have Hilliard-Bradley, you have South. Pick Central was kind of sputtered as of late. Pick North, and then Walnut Ridge. Walnut Ridge beat Bradley. They lost to Gahanna on a buzzer beater.
Yep.
They led Pickerington Central start to finish just about and lost that game in the last couple minutes. They beat South, and they would be a great matchup with Pick North. So with those teams, they can compete with any of those guys. They got a great tournament draw too. With the teams they have on their record or their resume, they play West and Westland in the first 2 rounds. They won't see a team in the sectionals that can beat them. They have New Albany. New Albany is the team they're going to face in the district semifinals more than likely. New Albany's got some seniors. They got some toughness too, but they don't have the bodies, again, to go against a Kavion Ross, a Von Cameron Davis, and then they get the rematch with Gahanna. In that game against Gahanna, Von Cameron Davis, he had 31 points in that game as well. He can impose his will against anybody. If he plays like he does today, they can go to state. I really believe it. These guys, this is the game they needed. They needed to win this game. They struggled on Tuesday against Hilliard-Davidson. They lost to South. It seemed like, you know, some people were talking, did they hit their peak already? Are they on the downside? I still think they're still climbing, getting to that peak. And the seniors are coming out. Von Cameron Davis will check out.
Clearing the bench, yep.
His final City League game. The City League's all-time leading scorer checks out, 34 points, 12 rebounds, and Walnut Ridge's first city championship since 1971. This has been an incredible career for that kid. He's as good as they come.
Hey, man, I want to take this time, man, while we got about 2 minutes left to have a seat here. I want to just give you a big shout-out, man. And I want to thank some more people, too. But you are a fan of all leagues, okay, all teams, and all players. And I just want to take the time, man, to say, you know, I appreciate working with you. You know what I mean? I know what you're all about, even outside of this, man. But I want other people to hear this, man. And, you know, there's not a league that we don't care for. We root for all of these young people, whether the OCC or the City League or the Mid-State League. You know, I just want you to have the opportunity, man, if you have anything to say, man, because, you know, we see things and we hear things, man, but I know that you have nothing but the best intentions for all these young men that you cover out here.
Well, I mean, when you're doing something great, you're bound to get hate. So it comes with the territory. I don't let that bother me. I know what I'm about. I know what 270 is about. And, you know, God has blessed us with a platform and just a following. And, you know, he's just been so great in building this up for us. And that's who I give credit for. Without God, none of this is possible. I'm, you know, a very loyal, spiritual person. And I just, all this happens because of God. And I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to provide an outlet for kids in Columbus, kids across Central Ohio in the rural areas, in the suburbs, in the inner city, to give them a chance to be seen for their talents. You know, a lot of these kids that we cover, you know, you go back to Thursday night against Independence, their game against Cristo Rey. Independence has had a really tough season. They've won 3 games. They've lost some embarrassing games. To be there, you know, I took the chance that night. I could have stayed home and just waited for the games Friday. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go out. I want to watch Independence, give these kids from Cristo Rey, get a camera out there. Andre Trent proceeds to hit 17 threes. He sets a state record. He scores 54 points. I got chills watching that game because we've just been blessed with the platform to be able to cover those things. And I'm just so grateful and appreciative of the area's support and everyone that's bought in and helped us be what we are. And, you know, again, I'm just so thankful for what we've been able to do in this area and then helping kids be seen to get to college. That's really the number one goal behind it all, is to give these kids better avenues for success, to be seen, to get the exposure. You know, people don't know this. I have more than 2,000 college programs that follow me on Twitter. So when I tweet about someone and say, hey, Division III programs, give this kid a look. Hey, Brian Collier from Grandview Heights, like he deserves D2 looks. That is doing something because the Division II programs, they trust my word. I've been doing this for a long time. I put my reputation on the line. I've always said I would rather, hurt a kid's feelings with being honest than lie to a college coach about what I think about a kid. That's helped me build the reputation I have now. And when I say something about a kid like, hey, he's a high major, he's a mid-major, that means something. College coaches are seeing that. They're taking action. It's helping kids be recruited, and that's the ultimate goal. For me, people, they make assumptions about me. Oh, you're not from the City League. You never struggled, whatever. I grew up, I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. It had never been done. When I got to Ohio State as a freshman, graduation didn't seem like a possibility for me. I didn't think I was going to graduate, honestly. I thought, I can't afford this. I paid for college all by myself. I was working 2-3 jobs, 1-2 jobs throughout all of college to pay for it. I didn't think I was going to graduate. I thought maybe I can't afford myself sophomore year. I'm going to have to go to the Air Force, do something like that. By the grace of God, I was able to graduate. I want to give kids that have never been to college that same opportunity to get out of Columbus, to go to college, even if you stay there for a semester, being out of your city, getting out, seeing something different, being in a higher level of education, that just does something for kids. And
absolutely,
I love having the platform and the ability to provide that opportunity for kids in Central Ohio, and I don't take it for granted. And again, God has just been so great for us, and we're extremely thankful, extremely blessed, and we don't take any of this for granted.
And for me, man, I just want to say, again, we appreciate what you do, what your whole team does. Jason and Perky and Jake Spiegel and DC and even the guys you got working out there in the Lincoln County League and all of that stuff, man. We appreciate that. So also, I just want to thank the people from the City League, man. Vincent Clarino, all the athletic directors, all the coaches. We've broadcast, this is our third City League game? Fourth.
I think it's the fourth. Because we did South Ridge, we did South Afrocentric,
yes.
We did Beechcroft against Linden, and then we did this game right here.
The City League Championship. So
speaking of Mr. Clarino, he's been super supportive to even get this done. He reached out to me after that Afrocentric South game. He's like, we want you here for the City League Championship. I really appreciate that because we've had some schools that didn't want us there.
Right.
They thought it would hurt their gate. Look at this. This is a sold-out crowd right now. We can still broadcast the game. You're still going to get your gate. You're not going to lose money. People are going to go to the games. Every Ohio State game is broadcasted on 10 different channels. You still get 100,000 people there. People want to see the game.
They want to be at the game.
What this is right here, it's a chance for people that live out of state. If you have aunts and uncles, grandparents that can't come to the game, you have people that live in Cleveland, that live in Indianapolis, that live in Florida, and you want to watch your nephew, we can do it. So I just ask, athletic directors that have told, no, we don't want you to broadcast live, look at it from that perspective. We're not going to hurt your gate. If anything, us hyping up your games is bringing more people there. We're talking about it. We're building urgency with the game. So please, we would love to cover tournament games. We would love to get the big games across every single league, and it's just a blessing again. And I want to thank Adam Dell from Score on Air, the Ohio Media School, for coming to me in the offseason, giving us this opportunity, putting this together. It's been great for both sides. And, again, we're just so thankful, super appreciative to be able to do this. And, it's great. You get games like this, you get great atmospheres, and you get so many people watching to see history be made.
29.8 seconds left, 30 seconds left before Walnut Ridge puts the finishing touches on the City League Championship. We'll get a final score up here as well. 74-56 is the score at this moment. And that was well said, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you as well for doing this with me. And, it's been a wild ride, great ride this year, and it's only the beginning. We're going to keep building, keep expanding, keep growing. So if you hate 270 hoops, I got bad news for you. We ain't going anywhere. So we're going to keep getting better. And
LB Towns puts in a three-point basket as we come up on 10 seconds left.
For the kids from Linden, they have nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hang their heads about.
Definitely
They made history.
Heads should be held high.
No Linden team in 28 years has done this.
Right.
And they're young.
And from the community perspective, man, they were able to reunite people that I know that haven't seen people in years.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
They'll get the handshakes in, and the celebration for the 4-8-4-1 will begin. Congratulations to Walnut Ridge, the 2020 City League champions.
Congrats to Walnut Ridge. It's been a long time coming, 49 years for this program. Chuck Jefferson, also a second-year coach. He was an alum of Walnut Ridge. He played there. To be able to get this done for his alma mater, it's incredible. So congrats to him. He's done an excellent job with these guys. He's really like a father for these dudes, and they buy in and they play hard, and it's just great to see this program, making history. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. These guys have what it takes to win a district, to win a region, and get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2015.
And as we take a look at the tournament, man, we could have some awesome matchups in our district finals, man.
Oh, there's
Walnut
some bangers.
Ridge and Gahanna, South Pick Central, even the South St. Charles.
There are some bangers that are on deck. The district semifinals are going to be on fire because, again, like we've talked about for the last month, there's 6 elite teams. There's only 4 district titles to play for. So you're going to get those big-time matchups like a Gahanna versus Walnut Ridge. And this kind of reminds me a little bit of 2014 when Upper Arlington, they came in the tournament, they had 1 loss. Gahanna was the 1 seed. They went after Gahanna in the district tournament, matched up with them in the district finals. Gahanna was the 1 seed that year. If you remember, they had 3 high major guys in the front court with Javon Best, Michigan State, went to St. Louis, Nick Ward, Michigan State, Matt Moyer, Syracuse, Vanderbilt. You had all those guys on the same team. UA knocked them off in the district finals, went all the way to the state tournament where they lost in the state finals. Walnut Ridge, they have a chance with a senior like Von Cameron Davis, a lot like Kevin Venata. They have a chance to do that. We're going to go to a quick break here. Walnut Ridge City
we're
League.
not going to a break. We're going to stick right here, and we are going to give you the trophy presentation for both teams in the City League, the runner-up and the City League champion. So don't go anywhere. Just hang tight with us, and we're going to give you the sights and sounds of the City League championship trophy presentation.
I'm gonna get some pictures and cut. They do it 2 seconds. They got it from both angles. Oh, my bad. My bad. Just a little bit of promo. Catch up with you. When the next game you go to?
that's how they get them before they go to the locker room or any of that shit.
They're getting cut first.
Oh, yeah, then we'll give them, yeah. Out to the cap. We ain't getting the whole squad, bro. That's too much. Just Vaughn. Yeah.
I got a medium and an extra large shirt. I'll just give them both.
XL. XL. What up, Joe?
It's really amazing to see him bounce back from the last time we saw him.
No, he could have died.
I got a medium. Is the other one? Could the other one wear a medium?
Oh, Chuck can't win on medium, bro. Von and give Chuck the XL?
So the ball is like a tight, you know?
That's the #1 fan right there. She got all y'all beat.
Smacking on the ground.
How do you? I got a wireless, and you guys got your headsets. I got. Anybody get that Burr's enemy at Trapple level? You got one? You want a lemonade?
I got one, yeah.
Did you get one, Ken? Damn it, Burr's. You got one?
Got one in. Wait, baby. Oh, man, I was hoping Chance is going to come with it a little more. He's got to get played with on the side. Gotta get it. Oh, yeah, I know that, but, you know, they had their league score. It may have been different out there.
Malik made it back.
doesn't work, then you gotta make sure you turn it on. And then you guys want to be on your headsets, and then can't have a mic, and then that way when they can pass it along, it should sound good. I believe you can stream it on this. We haven't done it. Hopefully you enjoy this moment. At one point we have like 800 people watching live. Between YouTube and Facebook.
He said at one point in time he was like 800 people watching live between YouTube and Facebook.
Awesome. They don't like media there. It's our first year doing it, and we only had one school that we had any kind of issue. We would have done a Pitt Central game the first game, but because of the state finals, they had to postpone it. So that was big with Pitt Central. That was supposed to be the first one. I'm just wishing it worked as a crowd. So is it Fabian?
Do you speak clear now?
So is it Tavion, Vaughn, and Coach Chuck? Just Vaughn.
Good afternoon, all Linden students that brought the bus. Guaranteed on the team of green bus. The bus is about to leave. All Linden students that brought the team green bus. The bus is about to leave. Please make your way towards the exit.
I'm not going to throw it.
See what's up, you know what I mean?
You are. We're going to boxing. Obviously celebrating boxing. But we can do boxing. All the matches between matches and stuff like that. Malik's over there. Malik might pop in.
Congratulations to Walnut Red Scots. Thank you, appreciate you coming out today to celebrate with us. We do ask at this time, coaches, please help us out. Take the photo, and we ask that players make their way to the locker room to change. 30 Red players will be back out shortly. All Walnut Red players should be headed to the locker room at this time.
Everybody, bro.
They will be back
take DLC, right?
Man, I see you, baby. I'll post that picture later.
That's exactly what I thought. Oh, yeah. Live, loud, I like that a lot. A lot of love on the left side of there. Degree.
I'm gonna come back. I'm coming back for sure.
I've been trying for like how many years?
Thank you.
Right, this on that bright yellow shirt. I'm missing.
Nice and easy. Not a lot of stress.
Your one shining moment, Tanner. He makes it easy.
You have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just radio shows, and it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom
Cody, if this is coming through, put your hands up.
And rock the best headgear in the
Is
game.
it coming through?
Give them a call at 614-864-6656.
Cody, can you hear me?
614-864-6656.
Is this coming through? Okay. Is it coming through live? Are we live right now? Okay. It's in there. Cody, give me a thumbs up. Is it on? Okay, cool.
One reason why I came to Ohio Media School was to expand my knowledge about sports media. Joining Score on Air has meant tons to me. It's helped me get out in the field already. I've done football games, hockey practices, and it's just
we were just
radio
about to be live at the
shows.
post-game show.
And it's just made me realize what I can do in the sports industry. One thing that I want to do in the sports industry is be a sideline reporter for college football. My name is Kyra Bailey with Score on Air, the new generation of sports talk.
Welcome to the COHSS post-game show. We are here with the victorious head coach and player of the game from Walnut Ridge, Scots, 2020 City League champions. I just want to start with you, Coach, man. Just talk about how good it feels to get what feels like a monkey for Walnut Ridge in these City League championship games off your back and bring home the title.
Feels real good. Like I said, first one since 1971. No better group to do it than this 2020 class, especially for Vaughn, Keon, and Kavion, all the work that they put in. Like I told them before the game, everything we went through in June, playing 40-plus games, they looked at me like it was crazy. We did 10 team camps. We were gone every other day in June. And I told them today it would all make sense, just preparing them and thinking bigger than Columbus. Playing against all the top teams in the state, you name it. Walnut Ridge was there, we played against them. Even going into this season of our schedule, it just prepared us for today. Yes, we had great practice this week, but we've been preparing since June for the first step, which is today, winning the City League championship. Growing up in Columbus, being an inner city kid, this is the championship you dream about, winning the City League title. And it might sound crazy, but to some of these kids, this one means more than the other ones. But you got to start with this one.
And then Von Cam, you've had an incredible career. All-time leading scorer in the city, all-time leading scorer at Walnut Ridge, all-time leading scorer in Division I basketball. What did this game mean for you? You coming out here dominating the entire length of the game. What did it mean for you to have this type of game, to end your senior season in the City League?
I think this game just meant the world to me, honestly. I wanted this game so bad. Had to guard the best player. Just it all came from our coach. Preparation, just being prepared for this week, being prepared for this game. We knew they was going to come out gritty. They went on a couple runs. We had to play defense, stop them. And this game just meant the world to me. Just a dream come true, honestly.
I want to come back to you, Coach, because you talked about the schedule. And I talked to you about this before earlier in the year. I told you played everybody. The non-conference was amazing. But just talk about, like you said, the preparation going into that and scheduling those, because you know that this team what they have to look forward to once we start the real postseason coming up next.
Because more than just putting teams on the schedule and running up your win column, you got to really be able to play different brands of basketball if you want to go far in the tournament. If you take a look around Central Ohio, there's a lot of talented teams, and of the top 6, we played them all. We played South twice. We played Pick Central. We played Gahanna. We played Hilliard-Bradley. Like I said, all of those teams, we played against them, and this was something that scheduling the season and accepting it, everybody was like, wow, you want to do that with this group? But I was thinking big picture. And I think just what we've been through, we're thinking big picture. And we lost some tough ones against them. Some games we were up, we lost. A couple buzzer beaters, being up 18, losing the lead. But those we needed those losses to understand what it is we're trying to accomplish. So I just wanted to put them up against the best regular season. And there's nothing we haven't seen once this tournament starts. Beyond proud of this team because they accepted the challenge. Going back to June. Our June was brutal, too. I'm going to keep talking about that.
Yep.
We really did play over 40 games.
Cleveland
and they was looking
Heights.
at me crazy.
It was crazy.
You name it. We done played them all, and we just want to keep building on this. They deserve it. I can just put out the plan, but they really executed. It's all about them.
And then for you, Von Cam, this is your second year playing under Coach Chuck. What does it mean to play for a coach that's walked in the same halls as you, worn the same uniform as you, that gets you in the gym early in the morning every single day? What's it like to play for a coach like that?
It's the best feeling ever. The players coach knows all the ins and outs of the schools. Just great, just great. Honestly, just helping me since junior year, coming in. He's family, alumni, fitting in this perfect role with everybody. Just the greatest coach, great coach.
I want you, either one of you can answer this, but just talk about the 2 seniors along with Von Cam, Keon Magwood and Kavion Ross, and just what they've meant to this program. Obviously, Keon being there the whole time and Kavion to transfer in, but how they've gelled together and making this one of the top teams in Ohio.
Well, first and foremost, what people don't know, they're all childhood friends. So playing basketball was real easy. I knew coming in about Keon and Von, and when Kavion was coming to me, I think it sped everything up. Expectations went up, but it's easy to coach guys like that that's going to work hard every single day. I mean, we're really talking about 5 a.m.s 3 times a week on top of practice, and they're willing to work. It's easy coaching guys that's invested, and team-first players. They come from great stock, great families, no egos, and that's a recipe for success. And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to come in second year to have a trio like them 3. I mean, I don't think it gets no better than that. I was like a kid on Christmas once I really looked at them and seen them going back to last year and just dreamed of this day. I really dreamed of this day. This is something that I wanted to accomplish since I was 10 years old, growing up in this same neighborhood, Greenbrier, which Afrocentric is built on. Walking these alleys and playing at Brawley Elementary, being a city champion started right here, literally in my backyard, literally.
And then for you, Von Cam, last year you guys were in a position to eventually get to this game. You kind of slipped up there on the way. What did you change this year to avoid a setback like that to get to this opportunity and then, cut down this pair of nets in the City League Championship?
I think it was all preparation, honestly. Junior year, we had the talent. I don't think we had the mindset. We wasn't mature enough yet. We probably had to take that loss, take the heartbreaking losses and see how it felt. So we come back next year more prepared, more ready, and being ready to win. So I think it was all being prepared and being mentally focused.
You've had a great 4-year career. In what ways have you seen yourself grow over the last 4 years?
I think seeing myself grow mentally and just being able to persevere through things, being able to overcome things. If things don't go my way, things don't go good, you gotta learn. You gotta find another way. You gotta find another way to succeed. And I think we did that today. And yeah, I think that's what I think I grew most of.
I want to give you the opportunity to talk about your staff. A lot of people don't talk about their staffs. They see the head coach, they see the star player, but behind the scenes, it's people that's helping you and pushing you to be the best coach that you can be. Talk about some of those guys and what they've meant for you this year.
First and foremost, I brought back my high school coach, Jesse Jackson, who was an assistant for Afrocentric. I played for him for 4 years. Was really like a great father figure for me. And those that may know, 2002, we had a team of myself, Ernie Wilwright, Brandon Ivory, Kareem Jackson, who's an assistant. I still have nightmares to this day about my senior year. We were 10-0. We lost 6 of the top 8 to grades.
and that was his first chance. I think we really had a special team that year, and I think we missed out on some opportunities. So really, this was for him, Kareem Jackson. We've been playing side by side since 9th grade, every level at Walnut Ridge. When I first got the job, I told him there's nobody else I want to start this program but him, and it's just a match made in heaven. We've always had chemistry. Mario Collins, childhood friend. At only 5'5", he played Division I ball at Akron. So he's really IQ and adjustments just off the fly, it's off the charts. Those are the ones that sit there at 5 a.m. doing the workouts when I'm just sitting there monitoring, washing uniforms, watching film. You know, we don't get paid a lot to coach basketball. So when you got loyal people, it makes it all worth it. So this is I can't be grateful enough for my staff as well. Coach White came back also when I was a senior, and he just came back to volunteer and help. And, you know, I just got a good group around me, and, yes, they allowed me to be successful, so it's all them as well.
You have a very strong alumni base, and you guys can both answer this. What does it mean to always have the community support? You know, it's in your Twitter name, 4841. What does that mean to you, as a player and then you as a coach?
It just means absolutely just family, unity, seeing how much people came back for us to come see us win this game was just amazing. Just family atmosphere for sure.
Yeah, you know, we named the season Unfinished Business, not just for us, but it was for the 48-41 community. You know, I was 0-5 as an assistant in these City League Championship games. So this one was for them, our alumni, our staff, everybody. There's nothing like it as far as what they bring to the table on a day-to-day basis, behind the scenes, you know, things that people don't even know about. The support is through the roof whenever we ask. And I love them all for that.
And what do you guys have to look forward to? You know, you have a chance. Got a pretty good draw in the district tournament. You guys have a chance to cut down even more nets. What's it going to take to get there?
Hard work, perseverance, and just getting back in the gym.
Not getting complacent, understanding there's still more work to do. We have to stay humble during this process, and we just have to continue to sharpen up on our brand of basketball and respect every opponent, because from this point forward, no game is guaranteed. We're not overlooking anyone. Very confident group, but we're not overlooking anyone, and we have to make sure that we just execute and stay doing what we do. It's playing together, which we've been doing the past couple weeks.
This is the COHSS postgame show. I do want to present you with a couple T-shirts, Von Cam. These are the Mojo Sports Gear players of the game, but got the coach too, coach and player. You got the City League Championship trophy, the City League belt over there.
Central Ohio, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. This is the
first time in 49 years. Walnut Ridge City League champions.
History made.
I got a feeling this ain't going to be the last pair of nets these boys are going to cut down. Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
We are out. Be good.